All right, this is the Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Coming live and direct from the gloom tomb of Los Angeles, California. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Gringo Mandingo, a.k.a. Mr. White Folks, a.k.a. White Mike. This is the Rapaport Stereo Podcast for new listeners. We do not fact check here. We try to go hard body karate. And we're doing the damn thing. So this is the way it's going to happen today. I am going to rock solo on that ass. And then I'm going to get my man G Monetti, a.k.a. G Moody, a.k.a. Fun Lovin', last name rhymes with Duty, on the phone. He's in New York. We're going to go over some things. But I got a little story to tell in the immortal words of Biggie Smalls. Now, some of you, I assume... I know I shouldn't assume because I know I'm totally wrong that everybody that listens to the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast, the millions and millions and millions of people that listen to the show, see every single thing that I post on Twitter and Instagram. But I know you don't. So I'm going to share with you something that I will never forget. And we're going to use some live footage because I recorded the whole incident because I was so freaked out of my mind. So I'm going to do play-by-play here. It's going to be like sort of like a radio broadcast from the 50s where you act it out, but I'm not acting it out. I'm going to post we're going to use the footage that I recorded and anyway, you'll get the sense of it. So anyway, I was in New York and I flew back. I had a later flight. I usually fly early in the morning, but I had a 5:30 p.m. flight from New York to Los Angeles. So I got back into Los Angeles around 8:30, 8:45. Yada, yada, yada. Got my bags, got this, got that, all my shit. I was with my lady in a cab, pulling up to my house, and all hell broke loose. Now, I have talked about the dogs on my street, and I have talked about the cats on my street. My neighborhood is infested with stray cats. Now, I cannot stand fucking cats. My mom is a cat person. I don't like them. I don't trust them. And I have cats shitting in my yard. I've stepped in cat shit. I've gotten cat shit on my hands. And I was away for about 9 days. And I was very concerned that the cats had infested my yard. So we're coming back to the house. It's about 9:30 at night. Long day of flying. You know, you always need a break after flying. It's 9:30. It's just literally when we were pulling up to the house, I just want to get into bed. I want to take a shower, get into bed, and go to fuck to sleep. Right? I'm with my girl. And she says, yeah, I want to take a shower, get into bed, and go to fuck to sleep too. Well, she didn't use that kind of language, but, it's pretty much the sentiment. So we walk up to the door. I'm carrying a big bag. I'm rolling it. And as soon as we go through the little gate to get to my house, I'm looking around, just happenstance, looking around to see if there's any cat shit on the gravel. I look to the left, and as she's about 3 steps in front of me, and she goes, ah! And I go, what the fuck? And she goes, there's fucking dead cats in the fountain. And I go, what? She goes, there's 2 dead cats in the fountain. I have about a 2x2 fountain in front of my house. I go, what the fuck are you talking about? She goes, there's dead cats in the fucking fountain. I go, there's no fucking way. She goes, there's dead cats in the fucking fountain. My heart is racing. I'm freaking the fuck out. So we go over this for about 2 minutes, and then I say, I'm not looking. I put my sweatshirt over my head. I cover. I can't see this. I can't see this. I walked over point blank like a dead rabbit maybe 15 years ago, and I still think about it. I don't like dead shit. Okay, and there's dead cats. Two dead cats, not just one. 2 dead cats in my fountain. This is a true fucking story. Okay. So we get into the house. We're like, what the fuck? How the fuck do these cats get in there? We got to get the fucking cats out. I'm like totally in a tailspin. So I'm going to cut to the audio tape here. This is the audio tape of my real-time reaction to what was going on.
You understand me? 2 dead cats are in my front yard in a little fucking fountain right now. Does anyone know who to call in Los Angeles when there's 2 dead cats in a fountain? I need help. I would show you, but I don't fuck with cats, man. I don't fuck with cats. I don't fuck with dead cats. I'm not fucking around. Oh, fuck. Oh.
So we're like, she leaves the house. I don't know where she was going. She's like, I got to go. She leaves the house. She's going to the store to get lemons for some reason to cook, or I don't know, juice. Fucking, I don't know. So she comes back about a half hour later. I'm in the house, panicked, freaking out. I don't know what to do. There's 2 dead cats in my phone. I videotaped them without looking because I'm like, this is monumental. This is a monumental fail. This is a monumental thing I will never forget. Finally, about 90 minutes later, we called our gardener who lives a few blocks away. He came over with a fucking garbage bag, and I couldn't I don't fuck with dead cats. I don't fuck with cats in general. I don't fuck with dead animals. I don't fuck with dead rats, dead mice, dead birds. I don't do that. You could say, yo, Mike Rapp, you're a pussy, then I'll be a pussy. I don't care what you think. I don't care what your opinion is. This is not my thing. I grew up in New York City. I'm not with all that shit. And it's just not for me. Okay. So finally my man comes over, he gets rid of this shit. I'm totally like, I'm trying to go to sleep. Like I might as well have just drinking 2 cups of coffee and went to the gym. Like it's like now like 11 o'clock at night. I'm on East Coast time. So it's like 2 a.m. I can't sleep. I can't unwind. I'm bugging out. So now we're like, what was that? How did that happen? And so I have these, security cameras in my house. So I'm looking on the security cameras, and as I see the security cameras, 3 other cats are now looming around the fountain. And from the way it looks in the security cameras, they look like they're about to die, like there's some poison. They keep drinking this water. It's just fountain water. Okay, and like they're like rolling around like they're like kittens, I think. So here's me watching cats on security camera in real time an hour and a half after I found 2 dead cats in my fountain.
There's more cats. That's a fucking cat. What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on? I can't stand these fucking cats, man. It's fucking dying, man.
No, it's not.
It's fucking dying right in front of me, man.
Shut up.
That fucking cat's dying,
No,
man.
it's not.
Yes, it fucking is.
No, it's not, babe. There's
Fucking dying, man. Fucking things are dying in my fucking house. Oh, that fucking thing's dying. Look at it, it's fucking dying right there. 2 more.
No,
Go fucking throw hot water on them.
baby, they're playing.
Okay, so that's that. So as you could tell, it was like fucking Pet Cemetery over at my house. It was literally like Pet Cemetery. You can look at the video, go to my Instagram, go to my Twitter. It's easy to find. You'll see me talking, and then you'll see the footage of the cats. It was horrifying. So I was like, yo, I chased the little bastards. I thought when I was going to go back outside, there'd be 3 more dead cats because you can't see things so good in security. But they're like playing around out there. They're like looking for their friends who died in the fountain. Now, from what I heard, I don't know anything about cats, but from what I heard, these cats must have drowned. How or why and why it was 2 of them, I don't know. Some people are like, well, some people did that. No, no one did it. I have these freaks next door to me, and I could say freaks openly because I'm sure they don't listen to the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast, and I'm pretty sure they have no idea what podcasts are. They're freaks. They're hoarder freaks, and they think it's cool. They like house like ferrets and shit like that, and they have cats in their front yard, and there's cats. It's just a fucking nightmare. So anyway, it rocked me to the core. It rocked my lady to the core. Like, it gave me such anxiety. And you're like, what the fuck, Mike Rapp? You're soft. Fine. But when you walk up into your house with your guard down and you see 2 dead cats floating in your fountain, then you could see how cool and tough you are. All right, this is the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We'll be right back. Yo, at DraftKings.com, you don't need to come in first place to cash in. The player who finished in 800th place in Week 1's biggest fantasy football contest took home $100, okay? He came in 800th place. This weekend, DraftKings is hosting another huge fantasy contest with over $1 million in total prizes up for grabs. DraftKings is the destination for one-week fantasy football. One-week fantasy football means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want, with the players you want, however you want. Just pick your contest, draft your team, and follow the action live. Renew old rivalries with friends, family, and coworkers to find out who the superior GM is. Whatever the level of fantasy expertise is, DraftKings has something for everyone. Do not wait. Go to DraftKings.com now. Choose your players for this weekend's contest. All right, it's week 3. Enter the promo code Rapaport and play for free with your first deposit. That's promo code Rapaport to play for free. It's free, okay? For your share of over $1 million in total prizes this weekend at DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com. Eligibility and restrictions may apply. See the website for details. Listen. I danced the other day. I took on like 1,400 players, all right? You win some, you lose some, but we danced. Oh yeah, we did a little tap dance, a little salsa. The people at DraftKings, they set us up at the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast with our own league. Okay, if you wanna play me, you're like, Rapaport, you don't know shit. This is your first year doing fantasy football without your son and your 14-year-old guru doing everything for you. Oh, well, then come dance. Come into the monkey cage. Trust me, when you come into the monkey cage, you ain't gonna leave the same. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Go to DraftKings.com/I am Rapaport. You'll see what we do, okay? Come on, I'll take you on in baseball. I've told you many times I don't know anything about baseball, but I know about fantasy baseball. You wanna challenge me? You wanna dance with the dingo? Go to DraftKings.com. All right, it's the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. We're calling G Monetti, a.k.a. G Moody.
What's up, man?
G Monetti, how are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing well, man. Great weather.
In New York?
Yes, very cool. And the end of summer is approaching. I like it.
Well, I just told the people about the pet cemetery incident from the pet cemetery incident of 2016 over at my house the other day. And I told you about this off podcast. What would you have done had you walked up to your house and there were cats in your front yard dead in a fountain?
I would have got a hefty bag, and I would have wrapped my hands in the hefty bag and scooped the cats out and overturned the bag and let them drop in the bag and tied the bag up and put the bag in the garbage receptacle. End of story.
I don't believe that. I don't fucking believe that.
I've done that with my property. I've had dead animals. It's part of the job.
Nah, I don't fuck with dead cats. Since you're such a tough guy, the next time you're in LA, if we come upon some dead shit, we'll see how you act. Because I feel like you're. I don't feel like you actually would do that.
Yes, I have a big announcement to make.
Oh, right now?
Right now, before we get started.
Oh, great. What is it?
I had my DNA test taken to find out who I am. I am from Cameroon, and I am part Jewish.
Get the fuck.
So shalom, motherfucker. I want all my shit now, B.
What?
I want my yarmulkes. I want all the stuff that I'm supposed to get.
Jewish is a religion. How did you find out you're part Jewish?
The DNA says it, B.
The DNA says that you are part Jewish.
Yes. The percentages are broken down where you come from. So it's Cameroon, Benin, and European Jew. I have that in my blood. So I'm looking for you
Yeah.
to kind of give me a primer on things.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem. We'll welcome you will welcome into the tribe.
Yes.
Welcome into the chosen people. And
Yes.
we're happy to have you. This is groundbreaking information. Congratulations. So G Moody,
Word up.
aka G Monetti, aka the 2015 podcast co-host of the year, aka the Black Ed McMahon, is a Jew.
Yeah. Big announcement.
Oh yeah, that's huge. That's huge. So I wanted to throw this at you because everybody talks about pimping and pimp this and I'm a pimp and this, that, and the other. But I feel like the only guy who really truly should be discussed is a true blue pimp, and not in terms of pimping women, just pimping the system.
Yeah.
Don King, boxing promoter extraordinaire. Only in America, right. Don King, right?
Yeah.
He served, I don't know, 10 years, 5 years, 7 years, I don't know, in prison for killing a man, in the 60s. Mm-hmm. You know this, correct?
Yeah, pistol whipping.
Yeah. So Don King is going to have a stretch of a Cleveland street where he killed a man named after him.
Oh, my God. Nice city council.
Yeah, really fucking class act out there. So he kicked the guy in the head, he pistol whipped him, and he went to jail, and he got out of jail, and then he came back to become Don King, the boxing promoter, and somehow or another he this guy could figure out a loophole in every single case. He's now getting the street, Cedar Avenue. Part of it is going to be called Don King Way. Now, Cleveland has to be really in dire straits if they can't find anybody else to name a street after. Nobody else they have to name a street after, so they have Don King Way. They don't have any other dope shit coming out of Cleveland. Don King Way?
I thought maybe Steve Harvey should get, because he's from Cleveland, maybe he should be first in line to get a street named after him, considering he never killed a guy.
That's a good point. Or LeBron. I mean, there's plenty of people, I'm sure, but I don't know all the history of Cleveland, but this is a fact. So Don King Way will be up and running soon in Cleveland, the same street on Cedar Avenue where Don King pistol whipped and kicked a man to death. So I just wanted to throw that at you.
Yeah, that's a salute to the deceased family.
Yes. So how you feeling, you Jew bastard you?
Oh, I'm good, man. Just checking out a lot of stuff that's going on. We got a litany of no good judges that are doing some terrible things, man. Just terrible.
Well, yeah, you sort of brought the no good judges to the forefront of society now. Has there been any more no good judges that came out this past week?
Yes, we have one in Iowa. A barbarian no good judge in Iowa sees fit not to give an Iowa teen whose name is Cragen Grooms any jail time for filming himself raping a 2-year-old.
Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
He pled guilty, and the racist, patriotic, savage judge Myron Kukin decides against prison time. Notice how this isn't given national coverage. You didn't know about this. You have to really look. This is a true story. Have you fact-checked this? Have you broken I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast rule number 1? Because sometimes you have to break rule number 1 for shit like this. A fan sent that to me. I had to check, and It's
whoa,
true.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No disrespect to the fans. We have great fans, but I wouldn't say that our fans are the sharpest knives in the tool shed, because there are fans. We're not the sharpest knives in the tool shed. We're not the brightest bulbs on the Christmas tree. If you're down with the Rapaport, we don't have any Pulitzer Prize winners that are representing the Rapaport, as far as I know. I love them to death.
Right.
Okay, but I mean, did you got to fucking fact check something like that? That's a really major league statement you're saying there.
Well, let the fans verify that. But it's in Iowa, and I think it's real.
Well, you already said you already came on here one time, and you did a loaf story that was proven wrong. So we might need to be vetting you, okay, before you start telling stories, because this sounds really way out. You don't have any more details on this case?
Nope.
Okay, we're going to flag that. We're going to flag that, and we're going to let that be up for discussion.
Okay.
Did you hear ex-Nick Amon Shumpert's new rap track?
I didn't hear it, but I saw the promo for it. And how is it?
It's trash.
Of course.
It's garbage. Let me tell you something, Amon Shumpert. I know you're a nice guy. I could tell you're a nice guy. You got a beautiful wife. You got a beautiful daughter. His daughter, he's got a daughter. She's so goddamn cute. I seriously, if Amon Shumpert, if you ever need a babysitter, you could fingerprint me, whatever you want. Your daughter she's like a little jelly roll, like a little cute, little beautiful little baby jelly roll. And his wife, she's the girl that was in that video. Nice family, beautiful family. But Iman Shumpert, just stop with the rapping. You got no skills, Duke. Your song was whack, Duke. Like, some of that shit was straight nursery rhyme shit. I don't understand. Like, you think that was tight? Like, you think you were flowing? You weren't flowing, Duke. Like, yo,
damn.
I mean, it was just, and the beat was okay. Like, it was something that you could have got on, but like his cadence and his flow, and like, it just wasn't tight. Like, I don't understand. Like, you just won the championship.
Yeah. Everyone thinks they can do it.
Yeah, you that's like me saying, I could be in the NBA.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Like, respect the craft, man.
Yeah, stop dissing this art form, man. You have no breath control. You don't know where the one is. You're not getting your syllables is all fucked up. You can't do this, B. It seems like they're just talking and it's easy, but it's a lot. It's talent.
Exactly. Just like you have a special talent, you playing in the NBA, you think you could just put out a track and it's hype? It's not hype. It's not dope.
Yeah.
You ain't bout it. You're not flowing.
Yeah. Yes.
And J.R. Smith, we call these guys, fucking frickin' frack. J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert, another former Nick. He tweeted something dissing Darrelle Revis, New York Jet, Hall of Fame cornerback, who hasn't had the best first and second games of the season, but he'll get it together. He tweeted, they called Darrelle Revis, Revis Island. Like, everybody he guards, he puts him on an island, he shuts him down. So he had not a great game in game one and not a great game in game two. And J.R. Smith said something to the effect of Revis Island is closed or business is shut down at Revis Island. And Darrelle Revis tweeted back, well, at least I'll be in Canton. What about you? Canton meaning the Hall of Fame.
Right.
So
hey,
it's
good
true.
One.
You're not getting to the Hall of Fame, J.R. Smith, and you have Hall of Fame talent. So you sleep on that. If you had committed to being great your whole career, you had talent to be an absolute Hall of Famer. But now you're not getting to a Hall of Fame. Okay, you're just sort of like a like a sideshow who shows up every now and then. And you did great in Game 7. You launched threes. You did your thing. I fuck with you. You're an ex-Nick. I resent you because you're a Cavalier, but you shouldn't be popping shit to Darrelle Revis, okay? You're from Jersey. The Jets play in Jersey. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Save it.
Save it, David, because you're not going to the Hall of Fame.
Cromartie, he has 14 kids, right?
You can't talk in shorthand. Some of the people don't know who Cromartie is.
Okay. Antonio Cromartie, who plays in the NFL. I forget what team he's on. He has 14 kids, right?
Yes.
And I was thinking about that. They're in different states. So it's 12 months in a year. So for him, there's a birthday every month.
Shit.
So he might as well be a fucking airline pilot.
Yeah.
You're going to be, how can you get to every kid? Damn.
You can't. You
can't.
You know who else is wild with the kids? Mel Gibson just had his 9th kid.
Damn.
Why you want to do all that shit? 9 kids?
Mel Gibson's like 60, right?
Yeah, he's probably older than 60.
Wow. Hey, man, shit. He's still skeeting. Fuck him.
Yeah, well, he's still skeeting. That's a good point. The Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast is sponsored by Rhone, a new men's activewear company that uses the most innovative fabrics on the planet. Finally, men have premium activewear, okay, not just their wives' yoga gear, which are going to look crazy. And Rhone builds clothes around 3 main tenets: performance, comfort, and style. Performance, every piece they make has a performance component such as rapid moisture wicking to keep you dry, which means no swamp ass, okay? And a 4-way stretch to keep you squatting deeply when you're working out. Comfort and style. Every piece has an amazing feel and is designed to be comfortable and sophisticated. You won't be a walking billboard, okay? You're not going to feel out of place wearing some Rome clothing to the gym or to a bar or a coffee shop afterward. Or a coffee shop afterwards. Rhone uses anti-odor technology called SilverTech that fends off odor-causing bacterial growth for the lifetime of the garment. That means your old shirt that stinks up your gym bag is a thing of the past. Nobody wants to talk or walk with you when you smell funky. Nobody.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody wants to be looking at you. You're sweaty. You smell crazy. Use my link. www.rhone.com/Rapaport. Rhone is spelled R-H-O-N-E. That's R-H-O-N-E. www.rhone.com/Rapaport. Trust me, I love this stuff. I did hot yoga in it yesterday. I look good. I smell good. You get 15% off for all the listeners of the Iron Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Rhone is a great company with great products. Go to Rhone.com now. All right, Monetti, what's really good, man? Well, I mean, what's pop-a-loppin'?
Well, you know, the season, NBA season is upon us. It's coming up in October.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about Derrick Rose. And I was reading in the paper, and I understand why Chicago let him go, because I read the deposition, and it's ugly. And I want to read you this. This is where I think he's going to be convicted of this.
Are you serious?
Check out the question.
All right, wait, we got to contextualize it. Derrick Rose is a former Chicago Bulls MVP point guard, and now the Knicks have him. He suffered some injuries. A great player, but he's on trial for a civil suit for what is it? What is the charges, Monetti?
Like gang rape.
Jesus Christ. You know, I don't understand. Me and you, we've grown up together. I've never been in a room with one of my homies while we're sharing ass or doing the double trouble. And we're the Malachi brothers, a.k.a. the gruesome twosome. This is not my thing.
Word.
I don't want to be, that's not my thing. I don't understand that whole concept. Okay, so anyway, him and his homies, they got a little piece, and apparently they went totally nuts. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yeah, the debate, the question isn't whether the sex happened, it's whether it was consensual.
Right.
So at the deposition, this was asked of Derrick Rose. Here's the question. So they just said, hey, it's the middle of the night, like his friends, let's go over to Jane Doe's house, and they never gave you a reason why they wanted to go over there? Derrick Rose's answer is, no, but we men. You can assume. The questioner, I'm sorry? I said we men. You can assume. Like we leaving to go over someone's house at 1 a.m., there's nothing to talk about. Boom. That's how he answered it. With callous disregard and indifference. That shows you, that gives you a window on like the possibility of this guy actually doing that.
Man,
right?
oh man.
And usually in a deposition, You have a lawyer with you saying, don't answer that question. Don't, objection. Who's this fucking guy's lawyer that would let him answer that like that?
Right.
Man.
So I haven't read it. You think that he could actually lose this civil suit?
Yeah, it's ugly. They have the text messages. I mean, he seems like a sexual deviant.
Shit.
And you know, everybody wilds out on text, but this was persistent, and the woman never gave him the idea that this shit was possible.
Right.
You know? So, yo, that dude, he better have a season like Iverson.
Right. Yeah, he better do something.
Yeah. And another thing.
Okay.
Franco Harris, NFL Hall of Famer Franco Harris and Penn State alum needs to be checked for CTE.
Why?
He says Penn State owes Joe Paterno an apology and his statue should be put back.
Whoa, come on, Joe Paterno. Are they still fucking with Joe Paterno? Did they do that celebration for him?
Yes, they did it. They honored.
Why don't they have a little fucking parade for you and me? Just do that. No one will care that we have a parade. You want to keep doing parades and celebrations and indoctrinations for Joe Paterno, Joe Pa. Joe Pa knew what was going on with the sexual assaults on young boys.
He knew. So Franco is showing the same disregard for those abuse victims, just like his mentor,
Joe Pa.
Football above everything. No, fuck you.
Fuck you, Franco Harris, or fuck you, Joe Pa.
Fuck Joe Pa. Fuck Franco. Franco, get over it, man. He wasn't what you thought.
Right, you should be mad at him. He misled you.
And he wouldn't give a fuck about you if you couldn't play football.
Right.
So don't get it twisted.
All right. I'm going to ask the producers of the Iron Rapaport Stereo podcast, Mr. Jordan Winter and Mr. Miles Davis, to cue the sick fuck of the week music. This award is earned, not given. It's called the sick fuck of the week. This guy's really sick. Lock him up.
How could you do it?
Don't let him out.
Damn. You fucked the dog?
You what?
You fucked the dog?
Why would you fuck the dog? Why would you fuck your girlfriend's dog? What?
Sick fuck.
The sick fuck of the week. It's earned. Earned. Not given. You did what? No. We have our first little sick fuck of the week. Okay? And you're probably going, what do you mean little sick fuck of the week? If you've never listened to the Iron Rapaport Stereo podcast, I'll explain once again. The award is an award that is earned, not given. The sick fuck of the week is an award that is earned, not given. There's got to be a certain charisma, a certain je ne sais quoi to get the sick fuck of the week of the award. And we've given it to so many different kinds of people. All sorts of people, men who have had sex with dogs, and so on and so on and so on. All kinds of degenerates. But this week is the first little sick fuck of the week. A 4'7" guy. I can't pronounce his first name. It's like Sharikul. Let's just call it, his last name is Islam. Mr. Islam.
Yes.
He's 4'7". That's a midget. And then some people are like, oh, how dare you call him a midget? That's not nice. Well, wait till you hear what this little bastard did. This little fuck, this little sick midget fuck, is facing mandatory minimum of 10 years in prison. Okay, he is being convicted for helping pimp underage girls in New York City and in Pennsylvania. He's a little shit. Okay?
Oh, little Seymour.
Yeah, he's a little shit. He had a 14-year-old girl in his vehicle when they arrested him. He's a little piece of shit. He had a big mouth. He was blabbing that he rented a room, and that he's a pimp, and he has a wife, and he's a little fuck. He's a little pimping little midget fuck. And now, hopefully, he's going to wind up in prison. And we know what happens to sex violators and prison and little pimps, little 4'7" pimps. He had a 17-year-old runaway girl that he took advantage of. Mr. Islam, he's from Queens. He was released on bail. He was talking all kind of shit when he's a little feisty little guy.
Yo, he got hella game.
Oh yeah, but the sex offenders, when they go to prison, they get the olive oil and Wonder Bread bag treatment.
Yep.
So hopefully Mr. Islam from Queens, he also ratted out everybody in his pimping operation. So he's a real rat pimp midget fuck. So congratulations, Mr. Islam. You are the first little sick fuck of the week.
Oh, yes.
All right, Monetti, what else you got for me, Monetti?
I'm watching, last week I was watching New Orleans Saints, and I've been watching Drew Brees, great quarterback, and he took his helmet off, and he still has that like slug on his fucking face, right?
Yes.
It looks like a slug. Yo, get that shit off your face, man.
I think it's a birthmark.
It looks, I mean, it could be removed. Sprinkle some kosher salt on that shit, man. Get it off your face, man.
Oh, listen to the newly found Jew with the kosher salt reference. Nice. Yes. I like that.
Address that shit, man. I know your wife don't like looking at that shit at night.
It's
Get
a
it off your
birthmark.
grill,
What is
man.
he supposed to do? I don't know if it's a slug.
It looks like a fucking slug. We need kosher salt.
Okay. All right, G. Monetti. Just take it easy, man. Don't get nuts. You live in the Bronx, correct?
Correct.
You're from Brooklyn, the Brownsville section of Brooklyn, but you now reside in the Bronx. Were you around the other day? There was a robbery on the street. A man was robbed of his cell phone, his iPhone. He got shot in the ass, right in the dumper.
Damn.
And then after he got shot in the ass, while he was down, another guy came and took the guy's phone and his wallet while the other guy pistol whipped him in the face. It was just two different attackers.
Damn.
Now, do you see this kind of stuff in the Boogie Down? It was at broad daylight, too. Do you see this kind of stuff living in the Boogie Down Bronx?
I have to say, the Bronx, I don't see that. You don't see that type of stuff. That usually happens in the Bronx after midnight. Like Bill Parcells said, nothing good happens after midnight. So if you're walking around 1, 2 in the morning, it's unusual that happened in broad daylight. The Bronx isn't like it used to be.
Okay, all right. Well, you're there. You're living there. You're out there at the turnstile sometimes, correct?
Correct. Gun Hill Road is my stomping ground.
The I Rapaport Stereo podcast is sponsored by Casper Mattress. Casper is an obsessively engineered mattress at a shockingly fair price. Time Magazine named it one of the best inventions of 2015. In fact, now it's the most awarded mattress of the decade. You can try a Casper mattress risk-free in your home. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up and refund you everything. Full money-back guarantee. That is customer satisfaction, all right? You could pay up to $2,000 for a king-size mattress, but at Casper, you spend only $950 for a king. Buying a Casper mattress is completely risk-free. Now they have pillows, sheets, and you know what, Monetti? Wheezy, you know my dog, my civilized dog, he's under siege over here. He now sleeps on a Casper dog bed. Okay, they have Casper dog beds. Casper understands the importance of truly sleeping on a mattress before you commit, especially considering you're spending 1/3 of your lifetime sleeping. Did you know that? 1/3 of your life you sleep.
Yes, I knew that.
Go to www.casper.com/Rapaport. Use the code Rapaport, RAPAPORT. Get $50 off towards any mattress. I'm telling you, the pillows are great. The sheets are great. If you got a dog, get yourself a Casper dog bed. It comes out in a box and then it unfolds and decompresses. Okay, it's not an air mattress, but when you get a Casper mattress, it's going to come in a box. You're going to be like, yo, this is crazy. And then it decompresses. Monetti, just real quick.
Yo.
Please, tell the people what it's like for you to sleep on a Casper mattress.
It kind of changed my whole disposition and my walk, because now my back is much better and there's no muscle fluttering, and I feel good when I step out of the bed. That's important when you put your feet on the ground after you get up.
www.casper.com/Rapaport. We love this product. I can't say enough about this brand. It's growing and growing, and the reason why it's growing and growing is because it's great and great and great.
Play.it is your new podcast network for best-in-class entertainment and storytelling, featuring lifestyle experts and personalities.
Hey, it's Amber Rose.
This is Michael Rapaport.
I'm Stassi Schroeder.
This is Drinks Champ Radio.
Risque with Roxy and Ruby.
Hey, it's Ellie Wilson from Rap Radar.
Welcome to the Cosmo Happy Hour.
Gamer Tag Radio.
Play.it is delivering storytelling at its best.
We're going to sit down with the culture's most important voices.
Relationships, dating.
We are going to go there. Hear what you've been missing at Play.it.
Just in case you don't know, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, we're the world tour continues, folks. Oh, it continues, and it's gonna be nice on October 14th in Las Vegas, Nevada, at Vinyl at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and then October 16th at Stand Up Live in Phoenix, Arizona. Me and G Moody, last name rhymed with duty, live. The live shows they've created sort of a fanatical fan base now. We killed it in Chicago, Milwaukee, and Minnesota, and in Vegas. G Moody's never been there. We're gonna be there live. G Moody's gonna be totally out of his fucking tree. Okay,
hell yeah.
A couple of people have offered up to get married. Now listen, I don't want to marry anybody just for the sake of marrying, because I don't want you coming to me being like, Gringo Mandingo, you fucked my life up, I got married. But if a loving couple wants to get married, I will become an ordained minister, and me, the Gringo Mandingo, will marry you. And G Monetti, if you don't have a best man, would you be somebody's best man?
Yeah, I'll be He's
Okay.
jumping off the cliff.
Yeah,
let's
Friday,
do
October
it.
14th. So you could get married for free. I charge you nothing. And G Monetti, he'll charge you nothing to be your best man. Friday, October 14th in Vegas at Vinyl at the Hard Rock Hotel. Then we're doing it again live Sunday, October 16th at Stand Up Live in Phoenix, Arizona. Tickets are available. They're cheap. Go to www.IamRapaportTour.com. Rest assured, when we perform live, the only thing I wear, I don't get dressed up. I wear soft-ass I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast t-shirts. I think I might wear a Stickman t-shirt, okay, during the Vegas thing. Listen, you got to be on the old Stickman team, all right? We got the Smash Mouth Fantasy Football t-shirts. We got Make Podcasts Great Again. We got the full Iverson t-shirts. All I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast t-shirts are at districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport. Okay, go to districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport.
Yes.
Oh, Monetti.
We had the fortune of talking to that cop on the call-in show.
Yes, that was a great show.
And I was reading about the San Francisco Police Department, and they have uncovered racist text messages between a lot of cops on the force, and that got me to, and it's got me to thinking, like, how can a person who hates the very people he is sworn to protect be an effective police officer?
That's a good point.
That's the crux of the issue. When you uncover that pervasive racism in text messages between officers in the black community, that is the foundation of the problem, because they are sworn to protect this community and look at how they view those citizens. Right. So, of course, there's conflict. So how are you an effective police officer, right? This is it. That's it right there, man. San Francisco, they fired
Oakland, too. There was a teenage prostitute who was trading sex with Oakland cops for protection. Now she's suing the city. Talk about a hustle. This little 19, she's 19. She slept with over a dozen of Oakland's finest, okay, when she was just 17, and now she's suing the city. I mean, listen, that's called a give and take. All right, that's crazy. That's the Oakland, Oakland and the San Francisco police. They're up there wilding out.
Right. It's you're a policeman, right? And you have biasness and hatred for the people you're supposedly helping. That is the crux of the issue, because you coming in there, these cops, not all of them, to inflame shit because you have a hatred towards. So you can't be an effective police officer. You can't be. Right. It's impossible.
It's true. It's really true.
Right?
I didn't know if this was. I didn't know how to go about this. We did the sick fuck of the week earlier. The little sick fuck of the week.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I'm going to throw some at you, and I want you to tell me if you think this should be sick fuck of the week also. Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. Miles, please cue the sick fuck of the week music. I now that I'm thinking about it, this absolutely has to be a double sick fuck of the week. This is what you call a double sick fuck of the week. This is really out there, man, because this is consensual. A 45-year-old mother and her 25-year-old son, 25. This is not no little kid. This is not no, forced stuff. A 45-year-old mother was arrested, okay? And the son was arrested because they've been freaking off together. In North Carolina. This is a sick fuck, right?
Wow.
These are two sick fucks, right?
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? You know how twisted and sick and far out you have to be to do that? This is a 45-year-old and a 25-year-old. This is like they think they're on a date, like they're in a relationship. This is disgusting. These are two true blue, red blood American sick fucks, and they're from North Carolina. And they arrested them because this is just not legal. You can't do that. It's just not okay.
Oh my God. It gets worse and worse. Human behavior is... And then we got the judges signing off, co-signing this shit, man.
Yeah, like you're going to let them off, and it's just crazy what's going on out there, man. Yeah. And you got Donald Trump, and Donald Trump's son is making analogies about turning up the gas chambers for his father. Fuck you, Donald Trump Jr. Fuck you, yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
And then Jimmy Fallon, who I like Jimmy Fallon. Did you see Donald Trump be on Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon's on some sucker shit, man.
Yeah, I know Jimmy Fallon, like, that's not his style. His style is not to be confrontational. But you got Donald Trump up there, and you're, like, playing games with him and, like, doing little
yeah.
You got to go at him a little bit. I mean, I know that's not your Jimmy Fallon's style is not to be, confrontational, but you got to question him about something.
Yeah. Like, it appeared as though you down with this motherfucker.
Yeah, the way it looked. Like you could,
right?
You don't have to do everything for ratings. You could be like, yo, I'm not going to interview him. If you can't go at him hard, you could just say, I'm not. You're Jimmy Fallon. Like you get to make the decision. You're a big star. I fuck with Fallon. I fuck with him. I like him. I know him. He's always been cool. But I was just a little bit like, come on, man. Just don't have him on the show if you're not gonna go at him. Like you can't up there playing with his hair and shit.
Yeah, playing tiddlywinks with a polarizing figure that I predict will be President Trump.
I know. You predicted that. What else is crack-a-lacking, Mr. Moody?
Since I'm now of your faith, I want to talk to... I got something to say to my man Daniel Snyder.
Oh, go ahead, please.
And Daniel Snyder, who I think is Jewish, and I think he owns the Washington Redskins. He's the owner. So I got to thinking.
I think Schneider's actually...
no, I saw him with the yarmulke.
I don't think you saw him with the yarmulke.
I did. I saw it.
Okay.
So he made a statement, I think years ago. We will flat out, absolutely never change that name, the Redskins. Now I say to him, what if the team's name was the Washington Kikes? which is a slur.
Yes.
Do you think there would be any question about him changing that name?
Most likely. Most likely. Probably so.
He would.
Yes.
Before he bought it, he'd change it.
Yes.
So do the right thing. Human beings shouldn't be mascots. These people have already been conquered and massacred. Enough's enough. Change the fucking name.
Well, is anybody protesting this? Are any of the players protesting this?
No, but they were. Some of the Indians was like, yo, this is bullshit. You know?
No, but I mean, any of the players
do
on the Redskins, like, have they opposed this publicly?
I haven't, but it's mostly the Native American tribes who've voiced. That's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
You can't have that.
I
mean, I know it's an old team and all that, but if this is a politically correct era, why do we still have that name?
Oh yeah, it's a politically correct era. You can't say shit. You can't do shit. The political correct police are on your ass every beat, every move you make, every step you take.
Right. So you shouldn't be able to have those things, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. But, I mean, the political correct police, and there's, like, every kind of shaming. There's slut shaming. There's, this shaming. There's that shaming. They're on your fucking ass, man. They're always on a search for America's neck-top racist, and you can't turn left, you can't turn right without somebody jumping down your throat. But you know what's great about that? You know what's great about America is that when I'm sitting here and avoiding the political correct police, when I'm ducking them when I'm wearing Mack Weldon T-shirts and underwear, okay? Because what better way to duck, to move, to groove than to be wearing Mack Weldon underwear and T-shirts, because they're better than whatever you're wearing right now. Okay, Mack Weldon believes in smart design, premium fabrics, and simple shopping. I just gifted my brother some Mack Weldon T-shirts. Okay, it was simple, it was quick, it was easy. I got Professor Eric a whole bunch of brand new T-shirts. All their products are naturally antimicrobial, which means they eliminate odor, which is very important for any man. They want you to be comfortable. So if you don't like your first pair of Mack Weldon underwear, keep it. Okay? And they'll still refund you. Okay? No questions asked. That's a guarantee. Okay? You could stain them. You could wear them. You could blow your nose in them. Do whatever you want. Not only does Mack Weldon underwear, socks, and shirts look good, they perform good. Okay? It's good for working out, going to work, or going out on dates, or just everyday life. Go to MackWeldon.com and get 20% off using the promo code Rapaport. That's MackWeldon.com, MackWeldon.com, and get 20% off using the promo code Rapaport. Go to MackWeldon.com now. Trust me, the underwear, T-shirts, and socks are they're magical. They should be just called Magical Weldon.
If you're loving this podcast, you should tell a friend about it.
Spread the word about podcasts you think they would enjoy.
There's something for everyone, from entertainment and lifestyle
to news and politics
to sports and more.
Share it on social media.
Tripod.
Believe it or not, some people don't know how great podcasts are,
or even how to find and listen to them.
You can help change that with a click.
Tell your friends about your favorite podcast.
And don't forget to tell us what you shared with the hashtag Tripod.
TRYPOD.
Tripod.
Thanks for spreading the word.
I want to applaud, and I want to give a shout out to the Florida cops who arrested 22 child predators in a sting, and a pastor was included in this sting. So I want to shout out those Florida cops that caught those subhuman savages who were going after little boys in a sting. They caught them all, and these guys should be thrown in jail or stoned, because you can't reform these motherfuckers.
No.
These are predators, man.
Yeah, they don't need to be around. What's the point? To reform them, or you see, there's no point for them. There's nothing good for them. A pastor also.
Yeah, it's a lot. All walks of life. Yo, I would think if you have that in your mind, that you're thinking that way for little kids, you should check yourself in immediately.
Right.
Like, yo, you know that shit is wrong. Something's wrong with you.
Yeah, you're sick.
And now you get caught, go to jail, olive oil, Wonder Bread bag treatment, special for you.
No problem. You know, some guys don't even deserve the olive oil. They just deserve the Wonder Bread bag, because even the sex predators, you got to practice safe sex. You get a Wonder Bread bag and some spit. How about that? Okay, save the olive oil for somebody who deserves it. All right, it's time now for the Truey segment of the week. I love this app. Trueey. It poses questions, and then the people answer it. It's like a little poll. Okay, go on your iPhone. You could get this app, Trueey. Instead of trying to use some whack ass pickup line to get a girl, or girls trying to get a guy, just open the Trueey app. It starts a great conversation starter. Here's an example.
All right.
Okay. Here, I'm going to throw this at you, Monetti. Now you're older. So this might not be the case. But here's the question: in your lifetime, have you masturbated 3 times or more during one day?
Yeah. Back in the days.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. 83% of the people agree with you, Mr. Moody. 17% of the people disagree. I believe in heaven, but don't believe in ghosts. I believe in heaven, but don't believe in ghosts.
Oh.
You understand the question?
I understand it, and I'm going to pass on that, my friend.
Okay, that's fair. At 50% of the people agree, 50% of it's a very polarizing question on the Trueey app. I have worn the same pair of jeans 10 times without washing them. Yes.
Nah, not me, B.
Okay, well, I have, because I have.
You's a nasty motherfucker, man.
Well, thank you. 61% of the people agree, but I'm not saying I've worn them like, played a basketball game and like climbed, Mount Everest in them. But there's some jeans that I rarely wear, but I'd say I've worn them about, I wouldn't say I wore them 10 times in a row. 61% of the people agree with me, the Gringo Mandingo, and 39% of the people disagree. Here's a good question for you. I have gotten 3 or more speeding tickets in my life.
Oh, no speeding, no. No, 2. I got 2 in my life.
Yeah, I got 2 in my life, too. You can't fuck around with speeding.
I'm safe. I'm a safe driver, man.
Yeah, I think you are a pretty good safe driver. Oh, here's a
Safety
question.
First.
See, I feel like this might be posed for me, because since everybody knows what I dealt with with my cat situation the other day. This is a sick question, but this is a valid question. You ready?
Yeah.
Would you kill a puppy for $1 million?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you're a piece of shit. Yo, you're fucked up, man. 50% of the people are fucked up like you, and 50% of the people disagree. You would kill a puppy for $1 million?
Think about this. $1 million is on the line. I'm fucked up in the game. He got to go.
Shit, man.
He got to go.
I hear you, man. But I couldn't do that, man. That's fucked up, man.
See, they don't say how you got to kill this motherfucker.
Okay.
I would do it. I would do it humanely.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're getting into too many details. But this is why I love the Trueey app, because they pose great questions on here, and it's a great conversation starter. So you could get the Trueey app, for your iPhone. It's Trueey. I love this app. I love the people at Trueey, and it's just a fun game to play. Instead of playing a Twister, okay, it's not the 70s. Open the Trueey app and play a little game of Trueey. What else you got for me, Mr. Moody?
Oh, man. Helmet safety, right? They trying to develop new helmets for the NFL, and I'm saying, and the players should help, right? You could help the cushion of the shock of the blow if the black players will grow their hair like Colin Kaepernick. That will help cushion the blows.
Wait a second. Is this another one of these bogus fucking statements? Where are you making this up?
No, this is my opinion. It's based in science, I think. Think about it. Look at that motherfucker's afro. He put that helmet on. That's cushioning. That's more cushioning.
Yeah, I get it. But now he's rocking the cornrows. I mean, well, I don't know what you're saying, Monetti. What are you drinking? What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying I think that would help lower. It would help absorb the shock more.
Yo, the NFL this week donated $100 million to player safety. $100 million. So I think that's a good step. You know, I don't know all the comings and goings and details of Roger Goodell as a commissioner. I talk shit, but I don't really know it. But I obviously the NFL now knows that, number one, people are going to watch football. The ratings continue to grow. And they donated $100 million for player safety, which is a good thing because football's not going anywhere. People love watching it. People love playing it. And it's just a fun sport. Obviously, you got to keep these guys safe. They got to figure it out. I don't know why. I don't understand with all the technology, they don't have these referees have handheld devices in their pockets to be able to look at instant replays, not just for bad calls and all that stuff, and to verify calls, but to look at hits, you know, right there. It doesn't have to be a silent. You could do it literally on your phone. Like they give them a little handheld device where they could look at everything, and it won't slow down the game. But I want to commend the NFL. Like I said, I think they take a shitty rap. It's a huge business. There's so many politics involved. But you know, I think that they definitely want to, you know, going forward, help protect the players.
Absolutely.
So I think that's a good thing.
And they can't afford to have anyone killed out on the field. So that $100 million, man, is going into a good place.
Listen, the Fantasy Football Follies I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast will be up later in the week. It's all fantasy football, everything. It's all NFL, everything. They call me the Juru. People ask me for my advice. Thus far this season, I haven't given any bad advice. Okay? You can listen to me on Sirius XM at 6 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday. I got a Sirius XM radio show called You Never Know. Because in fantasy football, even if the Juru gives you some advice, even if Matthew Berry gives you first-hand advice, you never know. So it's a fun show. I do it with this guy, John Hanson, who's one of the elite fantasy football experts. Monetti, what else is popping? What else is crack-a-lacking, man? Yeah, I feel like now, like you got a whole new attitude now because you got a smidge of Jew in you.
Yeah. I feel I know you can't call me a Gentile. You can't call me a goy, goyim. I am of your fabric, and I will be expecting my red, black, and green yarmulke.
Yes.
And you should welcome me. You know, and I'm trying to learn a little Yiddish. And shalom.
All right, shalom. All right, it's the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. We're out. Yo, October 14th, come to Vegas, come rock with us. October 16th, go to Phoenix. We'll be out there. All tickets are available at www.iamrapaporttour.com. Again, the 14th in Las Vegas at Vinyl at the Hard Rock Hotel. October 16th at Stand Up Live in Phoenix, Arizona. We're doing the damn thing. This is a great show, Monetti. Proven once again why the 2015 podcast co-host of the year. You got any parting words? You got any requests for some beats to close us out on?
Miles, give me that Sicilian funk.
That good Sicilian funk.
Hell yeah.
We'll be back. Yo, peace in the Middle East and all that, and we'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
Thank you.